Yo, and welcome in guys to this Mega Man 4 tournament race. Today we'll have greatjhon versus victrass. A little bit sorry for the delay we had. There's like no commentators available for a little bit, so sorry about that, guys. Well, we're about to be started very soon. They have started on their side, so we might have to do some fixing as well. We'll see that. Alright, looks like they're about to be started. Okay, there you go. So we have two route difference here. We have Pharaoh first and Bright first. Pharaoh first is the faster route. The only risk in a race with Pharaoh first is that you have this little bat up there that can snipe you. But on Bright first, you will have the Bright stopper, Time Stopper. No, Time Stopper is Mega Man 2. So there you go. greatjhon using Rush Curl to get through this. It's actually a safer strat. You can make it without it, but it's really risky in a race, so you don't want to do that. So no balloon miss for greatjhon, so very good. Very good, very good. We'll see how victrass handle Bright first. So Bright first is like a lot. Like if we're talking strictly about PB attempts, it's like a lot more like RNG and a little bit slower. But like for races, it's pretty comfy because you don't have to bother too much about like these problems like the fly and Pharaoh and stuff like that. Here goes victrass on the last room of Bright. You can actually hold right on these platforms as long as they're moving, you're not gonna fall off. So it looks scary, but it's actually fairly easy room to get through. And they're both about to reach the end of their stages. I mean, respective stages. So here you go. We got probably Bright that's gonna start first. So Bright, you need to throw 3 charge shots into 1 Lehman shot so he doesn't freeze you at all. It's mostly because he only freezes you at specific HP. So there you go, they're both done. So they're gonna try to align themselves on the magic pixel, which I think greatjhon got. Yep, unfortunately victrass missed it. So it's about 76 frames you get by getting that. It's pretty tight. Sometimes you actually have bad sub-pixels sometimes, so you have to readjust yourself. And it can be annoying. And in both Pharaoh and Dive, you can get an extra skip if you jump on the right frame. But that's a little bit difficult, especially in Pharaoh, because you have to be really precise. It's actually easier to do in Dive because, as we'll see later, we'll have water physics. So now the tables are flipped. We have victrass on Pharaoh and greatjhon on Bright. Except that greatjhon has balloons if he wants to in Pharaoh, and victrass has Bright. So as you can see, victrass can easily cruise through these routes right there, easily, no problem. So no, like a lot of the risk is gone with that. There you go. They both got balloons, so no backup strats needed. They all have balloons, so we're all good. It can be always weird when you miss balloon because you have to do very unexpected backups. So especially in the early game, that can be, especially for Ring, that's gonna come after this. It's gonna be pretty weird. Okay, greatjhon playing safe there. You can actually take D-boost up this bullet to slide on the spikes to reach the grasshopper faster. Not a big problem though. Alright, there you go. The same rooms again. We've just seen the same. So as I said, you can just hold right on these platforms, no big deal. Victrass making the last room look no big deal as well. And there you go, there's the Pharaoh for greatjhon. Technically, the reason why this route's faster is just thanks to that weapon. Because you can charge Pharaoh faster. So it's the same process. You actually shoot one small bullet, and then you just keep charging shots the whole time. So you can make it faster just like greatjhon did by taking damage and then dealing the Pharaoh ball. There's a glitch with Pharaoh where if you have a fully charged ball on your head, you have an extra one if you release it again. So that's the reason why this is much faster. But it's also a lot riskier, as we saw, so... But yeah, pretty close race so far, though. Let's go to Rigman. So Rigman, we're gonna see a lot of balloon usage and a lot of turrets around. These turrets actually are pretty mean. They have about a 50% chance to shoot something each time. So for the first few room, it's not too bad. It's mostly for the third room coming up. Right there. So victrass got bailed out. Let's see if greatjhon gets bailed out. Oh, he didn't, unfortunately. He almost got it, though. It was really close. So there you go, the APO skip. So we take damage off the top of the mini-boss, so we can make it pass like it's nothing. We're gonna do the same thing on victrass here. We're gonna charge a bullet and immediately just release it as the hitbox opens, so we can basically immediately skip the boss almost. So there goes second ebo there. Skip, no problem. A little low, but it should be alright. We do take a lot of damage in the stage, so it's like it's very likely to be low health every time. At the end of the stage, we're even gonna take an extra damage at the very end. Although victrass a little low there, he might be in trouble because there's another mini boss, the ring mini boss, that's gonna be in his way. So he cannot take damage here. He has to do a full charge. It's pretty tight timing, and oh, he gets the bad pattern. Okay, there you go. I mean, it was technically the good pattern because he got the small rings. So as you can see here, greatjhon actually taking a bit of time there because he can just take damage. But both players here have like very low health. But it should not be a problem because Ring is a very consistent boss. Unfortunately, I don't know what victrass did here. I think he tried to go for Pharaoh, but he messed up the cycle. Or he didn't have enough, I didn't know. Oh, and he died there. That's gotta be rough, but at least he's gonna be full health for the next fight. So greatjhon taking the lead here. We have a cleaner fight. So let's see how victrass handles it. I think he ran out of Pharaoh. I didn't notice it at the time. I think that's what happened. So now that he has full health, he shouldn't have any issues. I'm sorry I jinxed it. So here's dust on greatjhon's side. So greatjhon's gonna use the bright strat. There's two strats you can do in this room. You can use Pharaoh and you can use bright. Bright is usually the safer strat. It's also a little slower because in this room that we literally call the lag room, you're gonna see it's gonna lag pretty badly. It's pretty bad. Like, look at this. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But nails it, no problem. A huge issue of this room is to not... whenever you get a drop, it's gonna like significantly... Oh, a little bit of a fail. Not a big deal though. And we see victrass actually using the Pharaoh strat. So Pharaoh strat is a little bit risky because you need to time your diagonal shots very carefully. in order to actually not get hit by the up and down enemies. Oh, that was mean. I believe that big health drop actually messed up his timing, so he jumped a little early. Unfortunate death for victrass there. Not a huge one, but another one, so he's further behind here. Meanwhile, greatjhon nailing Buster through crushers and making it no big deal. Gets the good pattern from, or the easy pattern rather, from the jump big here. And we're gonna see our great boy Dust. So Dust can suck, and we don't want that. So let's see what he gets here. So each time Dust do something, he has a 25% to suck. And looks like no problem for greatjhon. No sucks. Pretty good fight. You can make it a little bit more optimal by simply making him jump. So you can, we'll see if victrass does it. But ideally, you want to be very close to Dust so he keeps jumping, so like the last hit ends up on the dead center. Oh, that's gonna be tight. Oh, that's gonna be tight. Oh no, victrass. Victrass having a tough moment in Dust. So here's the skull zip, the only zip that really saves a lot of time, that skips a lot of the maze we just saw here. So the way it works is we just crush ourselves, but we take damage at the same time so we don't die. Because normally if you go into a wall, it's exactly what victrass just had. You just die. So you don't want that. Okay, so the problem with victrass again is he's gonna be out of ammo for the boss, so he's gonna have to buster it. Which can be quite the pain if Dust decides to be a jerk. Hopefully, we just hope it doesn't happen and he keeps jumping or shooting stuff. Meanwhile, greatjhon making his way through Skull. A lot of balloon tricks in Skull, pretty precise stage. We make sure here to not short that jump. It's actually pretty easy to short. And here you go, victrass getting a suck, unfortunately. He has to wait, he does not want to take the risk to tank it. You can cancel the suck by taking damage off Dust. Looks like Dust does not. Okay, one suck. He takes the suck this time. He canceled it, but he cannot cancel this one. Okay, he gets it. We did get the pixel. I don't think he got it. Well, short shield for greatjhon, nice. And I believe he gets the pixel. So Skull has 7 different shield that he can do, like timings. And the worst shield is like 4 seconds, and I believe the shortest shield is like 30 frames. So the difference can be quite huge depending on the RNG you get. And here's dive now. So they're about a stage apart. We'll see what happens next. So victrass nailing the zip. Oh, greatjhon falling off a little bit. Not a big deal though. So this room has like so many different strats you can do. You can take damage from the Met. You can jump out of the vent. You can take deboost of the whatever spiky thing. And here's the whales. So you want to try to kill them as fast as possible. So greatjhon got a 3 jump. You can get it in 2. You can also get it in 1, but it's a lot harder. Not a lot of people can do that. I don't know if that was intentional or not to take that damage, but not a big deal because he already has a lot of health. Meanwhile, victrass cruising through the second half of Skullman. We'll see what pattern he gets. Greatjhon the second whale. Thinking it's time to set it up. Re-jump, no problem. Here you want to be careful to not fall off into this pit because that's the wire pit, and if you take it, you go back. So that's bad. And you don't really have any usage for the wire, unfortunately. Yeah, victrass also getting a short shield. Not the shortest shield, I think, but one of the shortest. So at least the game is pretty even on that. And here's Dive. Dive is a completely scripted fight. It shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing the runner again. Oh, that was close. Okay, I think he should not die. Uh-oh. Okay, he's fine. I was about to say he shouldn't die because he had like 10 HP, but after that missile hit, I got scared. But he didn't. Alright, he gets the pixel too. Very nice. And victrass actually, I believe, gained a little bit of time there on that skull. I'm not entirely sure, but at least less than a stage apart now, so... But here's our boy Drillman. We could also call it the equalizer in some way. So the stage is pretty straightforward. There's gonna be 3 RNG spots. Here you go, there's the first Ladybug. That one was bad because it moved early, so he couldn't dodge the hit. This jumping also can do 2 patterns. You can jump low or high. Ideally, you want a high jump. He got a low jump here, so he had to delay his slide a little bit so he doesn't take damage. You can also grab the ladder earlier if you get a good pattern. He gets the good bats though, so when you get bad bats, you have to take damage off the second bat on the left side. But because they open early, you can dodge that. So top from here, you have to time your bright properly, which he unfortunately failed, so he has to take double damage and grab the ladder from the bottom. There's multiple backups you can do in this room. But yeah, missing that is a little tight. I mean, getting that is a little tight, so missing it can be a little bit of time loss. Not a big deal usually, but it can be scary when you're not expecting it. So last room for greatjhon, while victrass is on the fight. Oh, that was scary. For greatjhon, no problem. He recovered quickly. It's very scary when the rocks are falling because you're gonna have a pretty massive lag spike. So if you know exactly where your bright is gonna stop, it's gonna help quite a lot. So victrass tried to get the animation skip, unfortunately missing the timing. I think he was a little late. So here's the boy Drillman, aka Dive Man. Looks like okay, 1 dive. I was about to say it looks like a no dive, but the first dive is always gonna happen. That's scripted. So only 1 dive. That's still a pretty good fight. Only 1 dive. But yeah, one thing I didn't talk about Bright. Bright is a pretty broken weapon. Every time you slide while the timer is on, actually the timer stops when you slide. So you can have essentially infinite Bright if your slides are perfect. And obviously, we are not playing as the task, so we're definitely gonna lose some frames each time we slide. But like, we can basically extend the bright for a very long time. Meanwhile, victrass on the second half almost of drill. As he gets the timing, he gets it. He played a little safe, as we saw he shoot a little Lehman shot, so he probably just mashed it a little bit. It's a safer strat, that also works, but at least you are guaranteed to not miss it. So that first room is pretty tricky. We saw greatjhon jumping really high to make sure he doesn't fall off. That's because there's a little bit of a windy... I mean, there's like a wind that pushes you backwards, so you have to make sure to not fall off. This room is also pretty scary because it's very easy to get a death drop here if you're not paying attention. So that's why greatjhon here walked on the waterfall at the end of them to make sure he doesn't get surprised by a drop. And also because it's scary. So here goes. Hope victrass gets a no dive so we can have some time to catch up. Oh, he misses a shot though. Oh, that damage is scary. He should be fine though. Hope I'm not jinxing him. Oh, looks like a no dive. No, the double kill! No! No, that was no dive too, and the game over! Oh, that is really sad. So he has to do the entire stage again now. So they basically back to be a stage apart. Except that this time they're almost like 2 stage apart. So meanwhile, greatjhon making it through Toadman. Toadman is a pushover, no problem. We just want to try to make it to kill him on the center, basically. And here we go, we're done with the 8 robots for greatjhon. That was a pretty good run, I would say, for him. I'm not sure what his PB is exactly. Okay, victrass missing the bright this time, so he did the fast backup. So it's still not a big problem. Failure tunnels. It's still not over though. We don't know what Mega Man 4 can do to your run, so that's why everything can happen. It's gotta be tough. Oh, that was scary for victrass right there. I thought he was gonna short that jump. So the first few rooms of Cossack runs are not too bad. It's mostly the checkpoint room that's gonna be a problem. Right there on greatjhon. This room right there. There's a bunch of enemy that's gonna come off the ground, and you're gonna be very careful to not get hit. Because it's very easy to die in this room when you're not careful. And looks like a no dive this time again for victrass, by the way. Nice pattern. Okay, greatjhon nailing the checkpoint room. That's like one of the scary rooms to. Once you get through it, it definitely feels a little better. Because then this is not too bad. Ooh, that was an interesting strat. Again, that last ladder section where greatjhon places the 3 balloons, there's like a million different strategies you can do in this room. Some are safe, some are pretty fast. And here's Muff. Muff is actually a pretty annoying boss fight because the ring hitbox is 1 pixel and the hitbox of Muff is also 1 pixel. So you have to align a 1 pixel hitbox with a 1 pixel boss hitbox. So it's pretty bad. You have to aim very high up and have a very specific rhythm to not miss any shots. It's pretty tough when you're not used to it properly or used to the cycle. Worth mentioning that Moth can also dive down sometimes, so that can also be surprising and can miss a shot that way. So here it is, Cossack 2. Probably one of the hardest stages because it's really easy to die. So we'll see how greatjhon plays it. So he already kind of played safe there because you can, which is totally fair. You can do left or right route. Left side is faster, but requires some pretty heavy building usage. Okay, so greatjhon using Rush Jet, which is probably fair in this situation. I don't know if he knows that he's ahead or not, but probably a fair decision. At least the scary room is not a very scary room at this point. You do lose quite a bit of time using Rush Jet, sorry, but at least that's no big deal. Gets through the first half, no problem. And here's the checkpoint room, so even if he dies, he at least made it there. And with his health, I think he's probably gonna be fine. Meanwhile, victrass finishing the 8 robots. Pretty tough 8 robots for victrass, unfortunately. Hopefully, he can try to save that time back. It's gotta be pretty hard, though. He's gonna need greatjhon to do a pretty significant mistake to catch up. But we don't know what can happen. So here's a 1 for greatjhon. Ooh, that was a 4-hit. That's a very tight 4-hit that he just got right there. That's a 1-2. That is a very good powder. Looks like the game is not gonna help victrass catching up. Alright, very nice. Very nice fight for greatjhon. victrass taking a bit of damage on this first room. These slinkies hit like a tank, so when you take multiple times damage off of these, as you can see, you can get low pretty fast. And considering you need to deboost later on as well, this can be a little scary. Oh, he still made it. That's actually surprising. Meanwhile, greatjhon on Cossack 3, the auto-scroller of this stage. Oh, and I think he missed the despawn? Did he go for it? I didn't even saw. Maybe he did and he just missed the timing, I didn't saw. But that's even scarier now, because he's gonna be really low health at the end of the stage. So hopefully he doesn't die. Still takes the deboost though, even though he's pretty low health. We're probably gonna use extra balloons, right? Or we're gonna kill... No, he goes for it. Okay, he's confident. He's going all in. Alright, good luck, victrass. No! No, victrass. I am sorry. That's a pretty rough death too, because in Cossack stages, for the most part, even Wily stages, every time you die, you don't really go back to the corridor. You go back to the checkpoint room. So that's a pretty significant time loss again. So meanwhile, greatjhon on the second half of Cossack 3. This time it's gonna be a little bit more interesting because here we want to try to despawn these platforms as fast as possible. Although it's a little scary, so considering greatjhon's position, I'd be playing it really safe. And I think it's kind of what he does. He kind of plays like what he would play probably in normal attempts. Oh, no, that's a very high rush jet right there, victrass. Nice catch. And greatjhon making it to the end. So we saw greatjhon falling off there. That's actually faster as expected. When you jump multiple times at the top, you're gonna like despawn the platform, so you can not only reach the bottom faster, you also despawn the platforms faster, so that reduces lag. greatjhon getting the bad pattern this time. victrass killing Moth finally. You got him. You got this, victrass. Don't give up. Alright. greatjhon making it through Cossack 3. So Cossack 4, pretty straightforward stage. It shouldn't be any major issues in this stage, because even if you were to die to the boss, which is the most likely place to die, the checkpoint is right before it. So greatjhon's choosing also to play safe by taking the Pharaoh ammo, which is definitely fair. The reason why we take that ammo is because there's several times in the late part of the game where we're gonna use a Pharaoh weapon with no real ways to refill it, so that's a pretty safe place to pick up that, so you're sure to not run out at the end of the game. greatjhon really not playing it risky at all, taking the E-tank no problem, which is that's a very good E-tank to take because it's really quick. You just break the wall and you have it. He's definitely gonna make sure to not let that opportunity go away. No, victrass. I think he tried to place Rush Coil, but slid a little too far. I think he's out of balloons. Okay, meanwhile, Cossack Catcher. This boss only reacts on when you are not sliding, so every time you slide, his timer is gonna froze. So that's why we see greatjhon sliding around. Pretty good fight. Oh my god, it's Dr. Wily again! I thought he died on the auto game. Alright, here we go. Square Machine for Victrass. And Square Machine not helping by giving a 3 pattern. Uh-oh. Okay, he's gonna have to take only 3 hits because he messed up 1. Oh, and a 3-3. Game is being really rude to Victrass. I would say. Your game is really not helping right now. Oh, and I believe he's gonna get an extra cycle too. Oh no. Oh, he almost got it. Okay, meanwhile, greatjhon on the met the stage. aka Wily 1. So we gotta be careful in this water section because some of the jumps are pretty tight. Here, greatjhon is full health, so you shouldn't be surprised by any drops. But if you're taking like only 1 damage, you end up with only 2 HP missing, and you can get surprised by like a health drop, and that can kill your input. So the Yoku block section, goodbye. No one saw them. And already at the end of the stage. It's a pretty, like, this stage looks easy, but I swear this stage is actually very hard to do optimally, because, like, these mets are pretty hard to kill optimally. You want to have, like, a lot of slides and stuff. Not to be underestimated. And here's Med Daddy. Med Daddy can give you several patterns. It has, like, several variants of RNG. The first one being the jumps he does, so you can do a long jump. Or like he can delay his jump. So if he delays more, you can have 3 shots before he jumps, or sometimes it's 2. And when you get the 2, it's actually harder because you can only get a maximum of 5 shots, and the 5th shot is actually really hard to get. On the other hand, when you get 3 shots early, you can get 6 hit. So here, greatjhon got a 3 cycle, which is exactly what you want to get. So no big deal. greatjhon having a very good run, honestly. I don't know how close he is from his PB, but that sounds not too far, I would say. Because I don't think he died a single time too, so he's on a pretty good run. So Wily 2, after Med the stage, now there's Rush Jet the stage. So since we're out of balloons now, we're just gonna use Rush Jet basically the entire stage. We're also gonna see us placing Rush Jet, but we're not gonna ride him. It's just because we need to use Buster. We're just gonna place Rush and let him in here just so we can keep shooting. But also avoid us to do an extra menu back to Buster. That would be pretty bad. So we just keep using Rush to the whole time for that. Okay, greatjhon nailing the. Oh, nice backup from victrass. He almost fell off again. That was really close. Yeah, you really don't want to fall off here because if you don't have iframes, you die. So okay, he's gonna be fine. Okay, I didn't want it to say that too fast. Okay, so here you go. greatjhon going to the taco trash fight. So we're gonna see him jump to the... Oh, he didn't jump though. Oh, he's gonna miss it. So ideally you want to use Toad here so you can skip this health bar refill. Unfortunately, he didn't jump to the door. So he's gonna lose like 4 seconds. Not a big deal though. There's one way you could still get it, is like if you somehow get a frame perfect shot, which is kind of hard. So when that happens, usually it's a little bad. Okay. So victrass cruising through Cossack 4 decides to not pick up the Pharaoh ammo. Fair enough, as he's trying to catch up, even though it's gonna be really tight at this point to catch up. Oh, and he misses the rush coal. He still have one more chance? Okay, he gets it. He got lucky, because the bats can, as we said in drill earlier, can open fast or slow, and this time they open slow, so he didn't have to like go back. I think greatjhon accidentally took more ring than he should have, and that's why he tried to not kill that first enemy there. So ideally what you want to do is taking 2 refills for ring and 3 for dust, and I believe he took 4 for ring. And no, we're still not using Bright on this guy, because Bright is really slow, so instead we're going to use a soft weakness, which is dust. That's why we want to refill it. victrass finishing catcher fight. And see what Skull has to offer again for greatjhon. Okay, middle shield I would say. Not a problem. And see, that's why it's actually good that he somehow dodged that enemy earlier, because I believe he would have ran out of ammo. Or he would have been like exactly, he would have had the exact amount, which is pretty scary in that situation. Alright, here's Bright. So since we had Skull for dive, we're gonna use it to deal extra damage. So we need 5 hits, there we go. And then we can use Toad to finish him off. And he's not gonna attack us. I mean, not gonna freeze us whatsoever. Nice, very good. He also ended right at on the teleporter, which is much faster. Let's see what the drill man has to offer. Okay, there's one dive. Meanwhile, victrass cruising for Wally 1. 2 dives. 3 dives. So 3 dives. Unfortunately, that means he lost 12 seconds because each dive loses 4 seconds. There's nothing you can do to really prevent them, except that he's less likely to dive if you're close to him. But you cannot really prevent the dives. You have to get lucky. That's all you have to do. Alright, 2 more boss fights. Ring and Dust. I believe he didn't quite got his slight timing right, so he's gonna take quite a bit of damage, but he's sticking to refill anyway, so shouldn't be an issue health-wise. Ooh, victrass kinda messing up the beginning shots here. Let's hope he gets 6. Oh, he's getting a low. I'm gonna get 4 hits. And no sucks again from greatjhon. Okay, Dust has been really kind to him this run. Okay, at least victrass should be alive. Oh, okay, I almost talked too fast. He's fine. He's a little short on ring though, I think. I might have to refill somewhere. Okay, so machine fight here, we wanna let him at 1 HP, so then we skip the animation on the next phase, and also the first drill will do double damage. And I believe it's a really good pace for greatjhon right there. I believe he's green, because his timer is still green. Yeah, he's on pace here, guys. greatjhon actually on PB pace, unless he changes splits to average or something. I will see that. Meanwhile, a victrass on Wily 2. So I forgot what exactly greatjhon's PB is. I'm actually gonna check because I'm curious now. So greatjhon's PB is a 40:54. That's the time to beat. It's gotta be tight, but possible. Can he do it? Oh, he misses the first shot. Unlucky pattern. Oh no, he had it. GG, greatjhon. Oh, that was really close. I didn't want to say anything. Really close to PB. But GG, victrass gaining. I mean, winning this match. Meanwhile, victrass finishing taco trash using the drill strat. By the way, the drill strat, I haven't talked about it, but like the idea is you can kill the hitbox by using drill instantly. And then you can just go into him to finish him off. So it really trivialized this boss fight. Alright, here we go. victrass going to refight. So his ring is a little low, so he's probably gonna have to refill a bit more, or use Buster again. Should be fine though. He takes the extra dust too, because he's also a little short on dust. So yeah, fair move to take these D-boost here. Here he goes, Pharaoh. Again, we use the soft weakness. He's a little low though. It's gonna be scary because he doesn't have a lot of health. Oh no. I am sorry, victrass. Well, we'll try for victrass. Unfortunately, victrass. He's gonna forfeit there. But GG still. Good effort. Good effort. But yeah, really good run though. Really good run from greatjhon. Almost PB, that was really close. Unfortunate run for victrass, but I hope he can take the advantage of that. on the next race he has. And welcome, greatjhon.
Hey, what's up?
That was really close. I was hyped on that capsule.
Yeah.
I saw your timer staying in the green. I was like, yeah, that looks like a pretty good pace.
Yeah, if I had a really sloppy capsule in my PB, so I could have had a fairly big PB that I just got a double shot in there somewhere, but bad placement, and I just didn't play right there. But
yeah, I mean, still a really good run. You also the game really helped you on some of the patterns, but
yeah, sometimes and sometimes not. Drill wasn't nice. Dust was nice. Yeah, it was a clean run.
Yeah, you still have like three dives and refights. That is true. I did forgot about that.
that was a rough one, yeah. But Dust was just sitting there, let me pound on him, so it was nice.
Yeah, it just happens sometimes. The game can equalize sometimes the RNG you get. You may have like bot RNG somewhere, but then there you go, good RNG here.
Absolutely, yeah. Drill was a little nicer in 8 robos, not great.
But yeah, still a very clean run. I believe no death, as far as I can remember.
Yep, that was deathless. Yeah, it was.
So...
I played it safe on a couple parts, but like I really wanted a deathless run, so got it.
Yeah, I mean, just probably still better than death. Yeah, and even with that, you almost PB'd, right? So.
Oh yeah, so close. I have like a really bad refights and a bad capsule, so it's like all I got to do is keep a run close to green, and it should be free enough, as free as Mega Man gets.
But yeah, that was definitely cool though. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if victrass will join.
Yeah, I didn't see any message, but no, it was a great race. Like
Oh, victrass says no Meg. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Yeah, you just moved, I think. So.
Yeah.
Well,
so
now, who's my next match? I honestly wasn't considering that I would make it.
Good question. That is a very good question, because I don't know either. We're gonna see that very soon. So your next match will be against not Riley.
Oh, Riley's gonna destroy me. He's so good. But no, it'll be fun.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Maybe I can bring my time down a bit and get closer.
And I'm checking who victrass will have on the loser bracket.
I'll have a better time of it down there, I'm sure. I felt like that was what I was looking at. I'm like, I can win a couple of these down here, I'm sure.
So it looks like victrass will be against Tempest on the next match. So I hope that also goes better than today.
Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. You can have a really great run like the right before the race, and then I was having terrible practice last night, so wasn't thinking I'd do super well, but just kept it together.
Yeah, still you played pretty well. Unfortunately, like victrass had like a lot of early deaths, and very unfortunate ones too. You had like a few double KOs as well. Maybe one or two. Yeah. I think it was only one double KO, but he had like a no dive, and then he died on the last hit. So unfortunately, that really cost him like an entire stage to redo, and he game overed in drill as well. So.
Oh, that's
So he had to do the whole stage again.
Yeah, well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. But I hope you guys do even better the next time. Looks like you also have like a PB coming up. So
yeah,
that's cool.
I hope so. Just gotta finish runs, and it'll happen.
And yeah, looks we're gonna have another match pretty soon actually on August 18th. Gonna be Mellow versus Guy Next Door. So that's gonna be a fun one too.
That'll be a good one too.
So at 8 p.m. EST, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that's about it, unless you have something else to say.
Nope, it's dinner time here, so that's what I'm planning to do.
Yeah, it's pretty light here too. So
yeah,
past midnight even. So.
Oh man, yeah, that's pretty late. That's not a great time for dinner. Hopefully, get something to eat.
Yeah. I'm used to it. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks, Speedgaming, and everybody
Yeah,
for running the tourney. It's fun.
Yeah, thank you again for the race, and good luck for your next, your next match. I can't even talk anymore. And yeah, hopefully I will see you guys later too. Yeah.
Yeah. See you. Good night for
See
those
you
who it's
later.
super late.